Don't judge me. I have not removed my Christmas decor. I actually have grown a little bit attached to having trees up. I feel as though the apartment is just gonna look so empty without the bits and bobs of Christmas. I'm not ready to sacrifice that as yet, to remove that as yet. I do know that I'm gonna need to buy like more plants for in here because I do love having like green, seeing green everywhere in my apartment and as well as outside. I'm close to a very green area, so when I get up I see lots of green, so I will like more green in my apartment. So that's literally one thing on my to-do list for this month, to get more green and to remove a lot of, not like remove the white walls, but add more like art. I actually added some pieces, I'll show you guys that a little bit later, in my walkway, so it looks a lot better when you walk into my apartment. And those pictures, I actually made them in Canva, and then I bought the frame and I made it myself, and I actually feel really proud of myself for doing that. But I'll show you guys that a little bit later. And it's actually pretty massive. Let me see you guys a little closer. So when you walk in, like, this is my art when you enter. I never thought I would be the type to have like a massive picture of myself on my wall, but right here. And then this one. And as you guys can see, it has like the logo or trident from where I'm from. Also like up there, it's very faint. I have like the dollar. And then this is a beach in Barbados. I absolutely love it. I created it myself. I made it on Canva, and it just goes to show you that you could just like, if you can't find what you need, just like make yourself. And it actually was pretty inexpensive to make. The guys gonna put the hooks on the wall and they put it up. I love it so much. I also want to get one. I'm gonna make one to cover this. I'm still playing around with some ideas on Canva. Once I have that done, I'll let you guys see. Or let me know if you guys want me to like show you guys the processes I make the art and then put it together. But today's January the 2nd, and I'm kind of really not sure what direction to take my day just yet. I have one of two options. Because it's a new year, and the new year is kind of starting on a Friday, we could either wait until Monday to like start our normal routine, or we could start our normal routine on Friday. So Saturday, take a rest, Sunday, take a rest and plan, and then Monday back into routine. So we don't actually feel as though we're putting off anything. I am gonna do a bit of both in terms of, I'm gonna have like somewhat a normal routine today and also a little bit more relaxation, because I do want to work on my vision planning for the 2026 era. I am really happy that, I don't know, like a part of me is a little happy that it's like a reset to give my goals a brand new try. Like normally when I finish a year and I don't complete my goals or I don't feel accomplished, and that's sad enough very often, I always go into a new year like feeling very stressed or worried. And now I just feel very hopeful that I get to attack them a lot better. And I do believe that 2025 has really made me a better person. It really did make me a better person. I feel a lot more centered. When I started this series, My Life as a Passion Project, I didn't really know where exactly I was going to take it. I did know that I wanted to remove the guilt of not feeling accomplished in life and just being open to possibilities of trying new things. And I still very much feel that way, and I'm sure that these vlogs are gonna transform into something so much greater than what I could even imagine right now. And I'm very optimistic and hopeful to see like how I grow as I just learn to figure out more about me, what I love, and how disciplined and focused I can be. How disciplined and focused I could be. Sorry, I had a delivery that I was waiting for. There was also these other pills that I take on mornings, is what I want to talk to you guys about. One sec. Okay, when I drink my coffee in the morning, like before I drink my coffee, I do drink some water. I have a plan to improve my water intake throughout the day, but I did drink water before making my coffee, and I had a banana. And I also take these, but it ran out. I just ordered them to restock them. These are Blissed Gut and Digestive Health pills from Sasha Fitness. They support normal gut microflora, helps with occasional bloating, and supports glucose metabolism. It's a fat management supplement. It's also vegan, and honestly, I did feel a noticeable difference taking these as well. You're supposed to take 3 tablets a day. I only took 2 because I just didn't want to be popping as many pills like that. I just like decreased it to 2. I think maybe because of that, it took me a little bit longer to see some change or some results. I started to see the change in the result at the end of the bottle, like literally. And I don't know if it's because of the consumption that I was taking or if it was because of, my body. Like sometimes you just need some time to see and feel a difference. And I did some other things too that I think may have assisted in my seeing changes in my body. I started going to the gym a lot more. I moved from doing 3 workouts to having 5 workouts per week. I was not as consistent on the 5 workouts as I could have been. Numerous reasons. One, procrastination is always a thing, but I'm releasing that word in 2026. Traffic. I find like November and December is always like the busiest time of year, and I have to get an Uber to get to the gym. So there are many times where the traffic was just like insane and Uber costs were like really high. So I just opted not to go. I just found an excuse not to go. I used that as an excuse to encourage my procrastination. But it was honestly, it made sense. It was just like, it was ridiculously costly and just lots of traffic during those times of the year. So I feel as though January is going to be a lot easier, a lot smoother. Things are like back to business as usual. Because I only made that shift coming on to the end of the year. Last year, I really wanted to just hit the gym 3 days a week. And honestly, my focus with the gym last year was insane. I saw a noticeable difference in my body for the first time ever in a few years. I started getting more steps in. I've had more people tell me that my legs look really nice, which is never a compliment I've ever received before. So I thought that was like really, really, really nice to hear. I've always had like very petite legs, so having someone say, "Hey, your legs look amazing," was like, okay, you're doing the thing correctly. So once these come in, I should get them this week. I'm gonna be back on these. I need to probably order more than just 1 jar so that I could always have and never have like a break in between. So yeah, that's pretty much how my morning goes, and then I sit and I journal. So one thing that I want to try, and this is something that I learned yesterday from Atomic Habits. I started reading this yesterday. I think I'm in 14 now, and it's actually a pretty good book. I've started trying to read it a few years ago, and I never could get through it. I didn't have like a joy for reading or the discipline to read. And if you guys watch my last vlog, you'd see that your girl is tight in the reading game. The fact that I could read 2 or 3 books a month now is insane to me, and I really want to hone that in 2026. So I started reading this yesterday. We're at chapter 14, and one thing that I did read was I need to like make some notes from this book because it's actually a very, very, very useful and powerful book. And to read it at the start of the year just feels like that thing that helped my brain chemistry like really feel that spark or that extra fuel that it needs. The book that I read last year that I found was very, very helpful for me to really help my brain was The 4 Agreements. I think that is one book that everybody on this planet should read at least once. Like, I was recommended by that to a friend, one of my girlfriends here in Panama. She was staying with me for a bit, and she was like, "Hi, I want you to try this book," and she left it here. And I was supposed to give it back to her, I still have it, and she just told me to keep it. So I felt really bad that I was that person to like steal somebody's book, but all love. So she left it and never read it. It just became like a table ornament. Like it was just there chilling. And I was like, okay, I'm going to read that book. Strange enough, I met this guy. We went on a date and he was like really cool. The fact that a man made me read a book. Anyway, but it wasn't like he made me read the book. It was the fact that he was like the second person that told me about this book. And it kind of like, it was just like, okay, all right, there's 2 people this year that told me about this book in this short space of time. Let me actually give it a try. I picked it up, I started reading it, and then I messaged my friend. I was like, girl, I finally read it. And she was like, finally. And she was just like, welcome. But yeah, The 4 Agreements is one of those books that I think that everybody should read at least once in your life. It's such a powerful book. And one thing that I really took from that book was just not forcing things to work. Like sometimes when an experience comes your way, just let it grow into what it needs to be. Like if you go and you say, okay, I met, like say for example, I met the guy and I say, hey, I want this guy to be my partner. Sometimes you don't let the relationship grow into what it could naturally be when you already have this thought of what you want it to be in your mind. That was one tool that I took from that book that I found that really, really helped me throughout the rest of the year last year. And that was one of those tools that I would take with me forever. So with Atomic Habits, I found that one thing that I took from this was make a habit attractive and also to make a habit easy. And I think those are two things that we kind of already know. Probably not the attractive part, or at least not how the book really spoke about making it attractive. But I understand like how my brain works when it correlates to getting anything done. Like I need an aesthetic space to be present. And I know sometimes that sounds like really, really horrible, but I know what I need to do to be present throughout the day. I need things to look pretty. I need things to look aligned. I need things to be right in front of me and labeled. I love a label. Many times I was like, okay, I shouldn't spend money to do these things. Like I don't need these things. I don't need a medicine cabinet. I don't need my supplements and stuff in a particular space. But yeah, I do. I really do. I needed those things to feel like, okay, my brain knows the routine and the habit, and I want every single habit and thing that I do throughout the day to be so automatic that I don't even need to try to do them. As they use in the book, when you enter a room and you turn on a light, like you don't think about the fact that you need to turn on the light. You enter the room and you automatically do it because it's such a habitual thing for you to do. So I want that when I wake up that my morning just flows. I don't need to think about it. It just happens. And then another thing that I read in the book was 2-minute rule, which I thought that was pretty good because I have moments where I journal intensely and I journal a lot. And then there are times where I feel like this massive disconnect with journaling because I associate it with poor feelings. So it takes me a little bit longer to get back to journaling. But the 2-minute rule is just do it for 2 minutes and then, move on. And I feel like I could find something in 2 minutes to write. So that's one thing I'm going to try to do because journaling and meditation is one of those things that I want to do a lot more regularly, more so than when I feel as though my heart and my soul needs it. Like I need to brain dump because I'm feeling so low. So that's what I've kind of associated journaling with because that's how I originally got into journaling before. So whenever I felt like unaligned or sad or depressed, I resorted to journaling. So when I'm in a happy or high energetic state, when I think about going to journaling, I'm like, I don't need to do this because I'm on a higher vibration and I don't want to trigger my brain into something that I did when I wasn't feeling my best. So I've associated journaling in that way and I want to overcome that. I don't want to feel as though I only need to journal when I'm feeling down. So I want to at least try journaling for 2 minutes. And I know that's something that would definitely help me in terms of being more focused throughout my day and knowing exactly like what I want to do, who I want to be, the things that I could do to align myself with my overall purpose. So I feel as though that was like a massive mouthful. I'm just going to do my 2 minutes of journaling now. And I also want to hop onto my calendar. I have my laptop here. So I want to organize my day to like have some form of flow today or some intentional flow today. So thank you for joining and see you guys after I journal. the house now. It has been a really long day. Forgive my hair. I need to wash and take care of it. Should I put it up? Anyway, so after me and my friend, we left the cafe. We did some work there for quite a few hours. We headed to the mall and did some shopping. I actually bought a bar cart, like a kitchen cart, and I want to put my coffee machine on it, and I also want to stack some water bottles on it. I think I said it when I was chatting with you guys this morning. I wanted to have like a specific area. Let me tie my hair up. All right, so I want to put some water bottles and some coffee and just make the corner for my coffee a little bit cuter. I'm supposed to be getting a new coffee machine soon, so I'm really looking forward to receiving that. I'm not going to do it on camera because I just want to get it done, and I'm not one of those people that enjoy assembling pieces, like house pieces. It's not joy for me. I always mess up. I would like screw on something the wrong place or the wrong screw. Like I always mess something up because I don't like following instructions for stuff like that. I'm like, this is so easy, I could do it myself, and then I always mess up. But I'm gonna go work on that. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the corner is gonna look. I'll show you guys a before of how it looks before showing you the after. I'm a little tired, apparently. Okay, so this is the corner it's going in. I'm gonna put it right here. Forgive this, I need to fix that. And I think having something here is gonna give me the motivation to finally get around to dealing with that. It looks so sad. I need to change the soil and I need to get a stake for it to stake it so the leaves won't be sagging the way it has been. So, but yeah. So the next screen you see is going to be a little table with some things that I picked up today. So these are the items I picked up today. I got these mugs. I thought these were like really cute. So I already got 2. I also got this to put the coffee pods in. I thought this was like really adorable. There was a bigger one, but I just thought the heart would have just was cute. And then I also picked up this to put some tea bags in. It says your cup of tea. And then I also picked up this one. It said good day start with coffee. So I'm gonna put some coffee powder ground powder in here. So the machine that I'm getting hopefully has 2 settings. So it also has like a spot for pods and it also has a spot for coffee ground. And then I also picked up this humidifier. I thought the black would have tied in everything, and I bought a scent too. I'm not sure where the scent is at, but yeah. Let's see if we can get this set up and looking all cute in preparation for my coffee machine. I also would probably need to move this. Actually, I think I'm definitely going to move that. And I could also move these over there because these are darker. It will probably go with these if this look a lot better. And then keep these over here for tea because that would match a lot better with this look. It's a lot softer. But let's play it by ear and see, because I feel as though I might have enough space to have both over there. It's been a couple of days later now, and I think I'm just about ready to get the year started. I've been doing a lot of reflecting, doing a lot of journaling, a lot more than I thought I was going to when I initially started this vlog. It's now the 7th of January, which is crazy because the year literally just rolled in. So today is a bit of a busy day for me. It was a kind of like a back and forth because I had an appointment. They canceled and then they messaged and told me that I could come. And it's a good thing that I didn't cancel the adjoining appointment to that initial appointment because of my procrastination. So I guess procrastinating kind of worked in my favor today. So I'm going on my 3rd try to get my driver's license here. And this has been on my to-do list last year. I ended the year and I didn't do it. And I said, you know what, let me try to get it done in December. I went once in December. Yeah, I went 2 times in December. The first time I was told that I needed to get another document and I went and did that. I have a driver's license already, but I moved to another country, so I'm trying to get my driver's license here. And it's just seeming a little bit more, I would say difficult. The difficulty was my name. Like my name is different across my birth certificate, my passport, and my identification card, and my driver's license. So that is not legal, but that is something that just happened over time. I don't even know why we've just been shortening my name. And when I moved to another country was when I realized that you need to actually be able to prove that you say you are who you are. So I've been in a bit of a pickle trying to prove that I'm this person. So I'm gonna head to collect some documents to state, hey, she is who she says she is. And then I need to go and get those notarized. And then I need to go back to the place that you get your driver's license. And hopefully I get my driver's license. I'm really hoping that I get my driver's license today because it would just feel like one of those things I could take off. And I could use a tiny win at this point in time. I'm really loving my outfit. I'm going with, I think I had on this top. Did I record in this top? I don't think so. But it's a shirt that I shortened it. I hemmed it myself. And I have it on with these pants. It's a lighter color, but I don't mind a mismatch. I like a good, what's the word? Monochromatic moment. It's probably not the correct word, but if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So I'm going to finish packing up and then I'm going to head out to see if we could get this all resolved today. There are a couple of things on my to-do list that I would love to finish today. I also created a habit tracker for myself because I just want every single day to go a lot more in order than recent times. And I feel like the first week of the year is just like a throwaway week. I'm not going to count this week. I haven't been to the gym this week. I think the last time I went to the gym was last week, Friday. And that's okay. I'm like, okay, let me just let this week happen. And tomorrow I may get up and go to the gym and be a lot more strategic and everything. I'm not going to put it off until next week. I might more than likely get up tomorrow and get to a routine. And honestly, getting this done today might be that little bit of inspo that my heart needs. So wish me luck. Good morning and welcome back. I have no idea how long this vlog is at this point. I really need to start editing it, but just an update from yesterday. I didn't get my license. We're still in the issue of dealing with my name. My name is the problem. I need to sort that out because it's insane that I don't have my name properly labeled on at least 2 consecutive documents to indicate, hey, this is me. So that's been fun. I may need to go back to the embassy, my Barbadian embassy here in Panama today. But I do have a couple of meetings for work that I have to be present for. And I need to also watch some videos before that call, some training videos. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go and deal with that today. I also need to reschedule my appointment with the place here that you go to get your driver's license. So that's fun. I don't think I said this yesterday, but I have some other illegal stuff that I have going on right now. So as much as I want to be in routine, I feel as though my brain is just it's kind of like accepting the information and I think one day I'm just gonna get up and be like, okay, this is what needs to be done. And I think today was one of those days because I got up this morning at like 4:30 and I was like, okay, this is what needs to be done. And I just started hacking at it. But I do have so many things in this month that need to be accomplished. So I think this month will definitely be a challenge for me in terms of making sure I stick to my habits and my morning routine and still able to get everything that I need to do done. And also it would help me in just getting things done early in the morning. I'm a little bit of a struggle because I feel like every time I go to the gym, it takes me a lot longer to get to my desk and get serious about my day because it's like my morning routine kind of takes too long. And simply because I have to get the Uber to go to my other gym. So I have two gyms that I go to. I go to one here in my building and then I also go to another one when I have like my leg day. I go to that gym at least 3 times a week. So at least 3 days out of the week, which is a lot, is pretty much the entire week because it's a 5-day week. I have to wait on Uber and I have to wait for Uber to get me back. And then there's a little bit of traffic, but the wait sometimes is what is the most annoying part. And then sometimes my Ubers always take the wrong route. So it just takes me longer to get back home and get there. And then when I get home, I shower, I have to make my breakfast. And I find like around 10 is when I'm finally starting my day. And I don't want that to be. I want to start my day at 9 a.m. every single day. So that is one of my goals for this year. I want to be ready for my day at 9 a.m. That's already showered, already journaled, already meditated, dressed and ready for the day. Right now it's 8 o'clock, so I still have an hour, but I do need to finish 2 emails and I also need to watch a couple training videos. That's top priority this morning, just to make sure that I am prepared for the call today. I think I'm starting to feel the weight of failure. Like every single time I'm not living up to the things that I know I'm supposed to do, I just feel like a massive failure. But I'm gonna reanalyze my approach and also the words that I use to describe myself so that I don't we don't need to be making the same mistakes that we made last year, this year. We're done with that. So I'm gonna sit here, do a little bit more work, and then I'm gonna have to take a shower and get myself looking all cute for today, and then organize my day. I haven't really set my calendar for the year. Sorry, not the year, the month, which I need to do. So I think I'm gonna set up my calendar for the next 2 months because January and February, I know definitely some of the things that I need to have done. I'm still gonna leave some gaps to fill in terms of give myself a little bit more flexibility, but definitely January and February, I know I have like a good grasp of the things that I would love to accomplish within those 2 months. Hey guys, I just got in a package. I think I mentioned this earlier on the vlog. I was reordering these. So my restock of these just came in. So I'm really happy to have those back. I also ordered the Boca toothpaste. I've always wanted to try this. I've seen many other YouTubers use it. I've just been like always curious, but then I saw that there's a whitening one, so I decided to give that a go. I also ordered this. I suffer with a lot of breakouts on my body. I did some research on the TikTok, and this seems to be one that a lot of people use to help calm their flare-ups. How's my hair looking? It's a mess, I'm sorry. And I also ordered some silk pillowcases to help with the curls. Oh yeah, I bought a new matcha whisk with a wooden spoon. Okay, gave me 2. It also came with this little duck thing to put the whisk on top of. It's adorable. Oh, and I also bought some. So this is to also help with my back. So hopefully it smells nice. Came with a wooden tray. But that's cute, right? Hello. I noticed that I never say goodbye on my vlogs, and I need to start doing that this new year. So I just finished editing this vlog and it will go live tomorrow, Saturday. And I just wanted to come on here and say thank you so much for clicking this video. If this is the first time you saw my face, if it's the second time you saw my face, third, I just want to say thank you so much. And I also want to tell you Happy New Year, because I don't think I said that either. If you made it this far, please put a firework emoji in the comment section. I think that would be pretty cool if I see at least one person put a firework emoji. This week was very reflective for me. I took it a pace that worked for me, and I think that everybody should do that. You don't need to start January 1st in the gym thinking that how you start your year is how you're going to end it. It is possible, it is true, but it's only if you put any time and if you put any effort and if you believe in yourself and you focus on creating those amazing and beautiful habits that would get you towards the version of you that you are destined to be. I actually finished the book Atomic Habits. That was actually a really good read. There are a couple chapters that I want to revisit just to like see how I feel, and there are a couple things from that book that I will definitely take with me. But yeah, I just want to say thanks so much. The next vlog will be coming next Saturday, so if you haven't hit that subscribe button, what are you waiting for? So subscribe, comment, like, and talk to your girl, chat your girl in the comments. I really want to hear about your goals. But since this video was about reflection, what's one thing that you noticed about yourself last year? What is one thing that you took from last year that you will either apply to this year or let go of? So I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you guys, and I want you guys to get to know me. So I will see you guys on the next upload, wherever you are in the world. I hope you have an amazing start to the year, and see you guys soon. Bye.